Hello, Dark Lotus. I see that you see that I see you there. Alright, today is our day of rest, and what we do best on our day of rest is quest to take care of any unrest. Though it looks like everybody's just chilling right now. I was going to share my poetry with y'all, but I think I left my poetry book at work. Which is great, because it's kind of like a journal. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's bring this up. Hey, local. What is this doing out here?
What? I don't know. That's one of my decibels.
No. Today went by pretty uneventfully. Not gonna lie, I'm exhausted. But that's life. Today we are taking care of animals and discussing how to live a semi-healthy, probably not entirely healthy lifestyle. Because we're not actually doing exercises today. It is our day of rest. On Wolf, and it just reminded me how damn diverse the songs are. Yeah, I'm a fan of Eminem, and who is that guy? There's another white rapper that came out. I don't like music that tends to drop the N-word too much. It's just not my thing. What? Have you molt yet, you little shit? No, still got a big booty. Hey, Rosie, show you the books. First of all. Okay, they're good. Most of these, if not all of these, are my brother's. My books are scattered in the bedroom. But these are what we have. I have read Schindler's List. Tried reading The Sorcerer's Apprentice. That one is not what I thought it was. He was big on the Civil War. It's kind of a cluster. Yuck. And we have Irish witchcraft. That's awesome, I guess. Swear to God, if he conjures something into this house, I'm going to be very unhappy. A lot of history, yeah. I should probably read the Civil War books. You never know who wrote them, though. I mean, technically speaking, to the victors tend to go history in and of itself. So I can't imagine the South got a word in too much. But still. I follow a guy who used to run, I think it was the Oregon or the Portland. I think it was the Oregon Uncensored group back in the day. And he does a lot of trips out to Pennsylvania and other areas.
That was just with one-time wash and spray, so I'm hoping a second one will get rid of it altogether.
We washed the spot off that gave us that. About architecture in malls. A lot of mosquitoes got bit by me. Oh, God. Yeah, I just It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. I was taught that certain words were derogatory, and once you have that ingrained into your psyche, it kind of makes it so whenever you hear it, it's like, ugh. So let's get this started. Wow, it is so fucking quiet in here. Honey, why aren't you watching your show?
Oh, sorry. I'll go back in and...
I can hear myself think. I don't approve.
Oh, it's not going?
No. Oh, are you serious? How? How is there mold growing right there? Oh. It's always this spider. No, it's actually not. So we got to do spot cleaning. This is why I've been holding off on just constantly watering like I used to, is because of this mold growth that we have inside the house that occurs within our animal cages. It's just prime. And what gets me is a lot of times, you can just calm yourself, child. He's getting defensive. That's what that posturing is. Right there. Here, let's get in a little bit closer. Move in a little bit. I said move in. He's getting super defensive. Are you serious? Yeah, he does not want us in his territory. Well, tell that to the tarantula. He's stressed out. He's like, fuck you, dude. I don't know why you are in my home, but you can get the head. Did you fill this up for me?
Yeah.
When?
Well, you were on your way or before.
Wow.
Why?
I'm shocked. I really hope nobody reads that. Like, I don't think there's much in there in my poetry journal. It's just there's a lot of unfinished work in there. And there is some work-related poetry that I know certain supervisors probably would not want to read. Because I trash on the way that they were treating me. I screenshotted you saying salt was spicy. Oh my god. Oh, let's see. Who do we have? We have... Let's go up to the top, shall we? We have Local. We have B. Rosie. Dark Lotus. Hi. Big Irish. Good to see you. And that's all we got for now. That's all right, though. If things go by quickly enough, which they might, we might just take one of the snakes out and hold him. He seems to be prepared for it. Now this is Gem. Gem is another Brazilian blue, which is what we just looked at. Gem's cage does not look too terrible. However, that bald spot is so prominent. Pepper is technically spicy, you're not wrong. I mean, some pepper plants, like bell peppers, aren't spicy, but pepper in general as a seasoning is spicy. It's in the Discord now. Oh my god, you guys are terrible. Sorry, I put it in the... Okay, so she put my my poetry journal. Damn it, guys, I had some good ones. I'm going to share one part that I worked on after we're done here onto the live. It has to do... She finally got back to me and said she put it in the top drawer. so I'm a little less stressed. Technically, I have poems around here that I could share with you, but it's been a while since I've rehearsed. What? Don't you even threaten to get up here. Now, when it comes to tarantulas, there are a wide variety of different species that need different environments. Some environments need to be halfway between arid and halfway between humid. Um, just take a look at the green bottle blue tarantula over here, and you'll get an idea of what we're talking about. Come with me, and you'll see. Bitch, you better be doing okay. I mean, you are very old for a tarantula, especially a male tarantula, but those back legs right there do not make me feel very good about your future. There you go. Good boy. Don't scare me like that!
What?
Oh, the male tarantula had his back legs curled.
Oh.
I was just like, motherfucker, don't scare me like that! Because, as we've gone over in the past, when tarantulas pass away and when they're getting close to passing away, the pressure in their body caused by their heartbeat tends to die down. And when it tends to die down, all of their limbs tend to curl underneath them. They are venomous. I mean, there could very well be some aspect to poison, but they are venomous primarily. This is a green bottle blue. He and his hopefully someday mistress here need to have. Ooh, look at her. Semi-arid environments. So what we do is every 2 to 3 days we mist their cage, we make sure they have water, and then we leave them alone. This prevents mold growth in their cage, and it makes it so it mimics their natural environment a little bit better, because these tarantulas are technically not prone to living in forests where they'd be getting this kind of greenery or these kind of logs. From what I gather, these critters live in the grasslands where they weave clumps of grass together into funnels to live in. The widest statement, not widest, whitest statement that you can make is salt is spicy.
There is spicy salt.
I swear to God, do not help them in their venture.
You never heard of ghost pepper salt?
Generic salt is not spicy. Boom, click, boom, pow. My night is going. Damn it, I was hoping I could see you hold one of these guys. We don't technically go out of our way to hold the tarantulas. I know that you might be looking forward to that, but we only hold the snakes and the dogs and the cats in this household because tarantulas and scorpions and other arachnids are so prone to stress.
Sometimes we don't get a choice when holding us.
Yes, sometimes we don't get a choice.
Oliver.
I thought you meant when holding the tarantula.
Oh, I added the civet dog.
I know that might bum you out, but we tend to respect the notion that these animals are just prone to stress. Okay. Do not call anything salt-related spicy until you've had high-level heat on your food. Oh, that's right. That's right, guys. Guess what?
Did that remind you of the trench coat?
That reminded me of the trench coat.
How?
I don't know. Guess what we got in the mail?
We just got it back.
We just got a package. We just got a package. We just got a package. I know what we fucking got. Here we go. I'll work on it, okay? I don't see what you're talking about. Are you talking about that right there? Yeah. Right. All right. So this is my new work coat. Hopefully. Made by Quick Safety. Now. Oh, I didn't have to rip the last one open, but I did. So, let's get this going. So one thing that drives me absolutely
Is that
bananas.
different? What you just took out?
I think it's like what we're supposed to put this in. All right. So.
I thought it was smaller. Speaking of Oliver, he's like, "What do you got, Dad?"
You gonna sniff it?
He's sniffing.
All right. So this is supposed to be my new trench coat for work. First of all, right off the bat, I'm going to call it what it is. Very sticky.
How is it?
It's not as bad as the other one, but it's still a little tight when I go forward like this. Ha! Ha! Look at this shit. What is it about my chest that is too wide for these, like, fucking...
I've measured your chest, though.
Look at this. It's so tight in the back. Ugh. Okay, it's not as bad. It's so long as I can bend down and touch my toes. I'm good.
Are you a firefighter or somebody else?
I am not. This is high visibility trench coat for work. It even has an inside pocket right here for my poetry journal. It should be, and right here, it should be 100% waterproof. I think I'm going to keep it.
Okay. Maybe this weekend we could try to, or next weekend we'll return the other one.
Well, you got a question? All right. Does it have the? Yes. That's not what I thought it was. Apparently, I went from fireman to goofy chef. Yeah. There we go. So this is what I'm going to be wearing during the raining season. Fantastic. What? You can really hear me coming, though. You hear that crinkle? It's so fresh. Oh, God. It's getting stuck on my bicep.
Now, remember to take it to work.
Yeah, right. I'm going to want to be wearing an undershirt of some kind because that's very sticky on the arms. The cop from Subway Surfers. I don't understand. I think I need to watch Subway Surfers to get that. I have been called many things. I have been referenced as Bobby Hill, Paul Blart. I've been called Colonel Sanders. Both because of my appearance and because of the fact that I like to bring cold fried chicken to work with me on Mondays. Fireman Ham. Chase, it's pretty bad when you've got freaking local going, Jason, no! That's terrible. All right, so let's bring out the next critter. All right. Here we go. So this is a Lasiodora parabana, or a salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. The care for this animal is pretty straightforward. It's very similar to the Brazilian blues. We went and moved her cage up higher, up on top of the ball python cage, the other room, so that she could get warmer. And since we did that, her drive to try and get out has gone down. I think the whole reason she was constantly trying to climb is because she was uncomfortably cold. By the way, do not be surprised if I get sick within the next week and a half to 2 weeks, because people have been showing up to work with the COVID. Which for this household, at least me and my wife, it's not too bad. There we go. Are you ready? Here we go. This is our salmon pink bird eater. Well, I haven't been bitten by my spiders, but I have been bitten by spiders. I had a nasty bite. Okay, there was a little bump on my finger, right about there. Not that long ago. That was from what I can only assume was a typical house spider. It could have been any variety. Could have been a baby to an adult, though the young ones tend to have a hard time getting through our skin. But never have I been bitten by my little babies. Did I say what instead of if? Call me if you get lost was call me if you...
What?
Did he slip something into your baby oil? Well, there usually is some reason. For instance, that guy right there has the urge to try and mate. Alright. However, when he got into the cage, I think we shocked him too much by the transfer, and he did not proceed with that. This one used to try to get out all the time. There was one time she successfully climbed out onto my arm, and I had to get her back into the cage. Recently, she started trying to get out while we had her down in her area on that shelf down there. Come to find out that is where the air starts to cool off in the room. You have layers of warmth in a house. Typically speaking, the hottest part of your room is going to be closer to the ceiling because heat rises. Well, her cage was apparently too close to the floor, and she did not approve. Most of the time, the animals aren't in the mood to try to escape. Means that they're happy. Most of the time. And, yeah. Okay, this is driving me nuts. I'm about ready to go and freaking just super glue this into place. Now, this is usually how we find her. Just without a care in the world, laid back, relaxed, enjoying her environment. Such a good little critter. Oliver! Looks like we're going to have to take the dogs out. There it is. There she goes. What if instead of if you get lost, it was call me if you freak off instead of Tyler hiding his feelings in vault? Oh, God. I've bleeding in nose. Jason, are you drinking? Joking. Jason doesn't drink yet. All right, Oliver, I'm coming. Let's get the clamps on the cage, though. Actually, Jason, I'm going to tell you to do something that you probably have never had to do in your life. For the love of God, man, go get yourself an unused tampon and shove it up your nose. Because tampons are quite literally built for bleeding. Some of them for heavy bleeding. And they expand with the bleeding. So, you know what? It will help fix the issue. Also eat more red meat. Help with your red blood cells. Tampons. Listen, as somebody that is just lost almost all of his pride at one point in time, tampons really do make a good way to stop bleeding, to be honest. Like the period things, yes. You shove them up the hole to control blood flow. God. Is that good for you? Nah, well, I wouldn't be surprised if it might, in one way. Actually, no, I've got nothing. I don't think it helps with any acid reflux. It doesn't cause acid reflux. Oliver! Where's my Pookie? Oh, no, local. Don't you be calling acid that. We know where this kind of lingo goes. Oliver! Local, I don't think you're ever going to live that down. Yes, that is local with a different name. Oliver, you whined and you whined and you whined, and then I take you outside and you don't go shit! Who is local? No. Right. Local, you're not going to confuse anyone anymore. Silent, it's good to have you here. Random strangers who are likely in the background, you are also welcome. Feel free to join in. Ask questions. Oliver. This is what he's doing. You see that? He's standing over at the corner. He is going to wait for something to move on the neighbor's property, and then he is going to freak the fuck out. Oh, my toe itches again. Oliver, just take a shit. Take a shit. Caca. There we go. Yeah, see? That's what it's all about, folks. Come on. Oh my god, he is taking his sweet time. Come on. Let's go. He's rage pooping. You've been on my ass this entire time I've been out here. Now I'm going to sit here and I'm going to take my time with this shit. Duchess, no! I'm surprised you're not trying to play the Harry Potter game. Don't tell me you didn't like it.
I liked it, but I'm just really Oliver.
You were so wrapped up in it. There's no way you didn't like it.
I never said I didn't.
Come on. Kitty. Look at the kitty. Oliver. The kitty. He's like, where's my pets? You're giving me attention, but you're not giving me pets. Give me pets. I hope you like red. He's so cute.
Duchess is ready for her turn to go out.
Oh, of course, Duchess is ready for her turn to go out. Butthead dog. Oh, God. We need to wash the door and fucking clean.
You finally go, excuse me.
It's terrible. It looks like a nasty mess. Alright, there we go. Are you happy? You're getting your turn outside? Monkey's kinda sweet, guys. He puts on a great... Oh, I sat down too hard, my poor tailbone. He puts on a great facade, but he will tear your hand open. Duchess, go potty. Don't you come back here, Duchess. Get out there, go potty. Go potty. What a little turd. I don't even know what that says, but I think I cursed you. Oh, wait. Hold on. The fact that I have to go back and switch to all messages. Did you really type upside down, I'm feeling freaky? Oh my god. Duchess! How many in this chat do you know personally? Don't be eating stuff out of the grass. My biggest fear is somebody drops some rat poison. The other thing... What other thing? There is nothing. Local, silent. Critter is your name, Clancy. Clancy is Mr. Krabs' voice actor. He's rage pooping, haha, hey, silent. Oh my god, he's cute. Monkey is so sweet. I don't know what that says, but I think I cursed you. Oh, sorry, Duchess. I had too much tension on it while she was pooping. Duchess. Duchess. Yeah, Duchess. Loki, how's it going? The puppy. Alright. You ready to go inside? Guess not. she did encounter deer the other day. So she's a little on edge out here. She was just like, those are some really strange dogs. Here we go. I am AI gathering intel. Do me a favor. Gather enough intel to make me rich. Come on. Come on. Duchess. Come on. You need to buy luminol. Okay.
I think the only people you know personally is Jason and me.
Yeah, that's about right. That is, unless I make it big and then they have one of those YouTube conventions where everybody goes to the convention to meet their favorite YouTube personality people. Acid! Finally showed up. I thought you fell off the map again. Welcome back to reality. Oh, hey!
Showed up yesterday.
We have the next tool. It is what we're going to use to tidy up the front yard. Wait for it, folks. Okay, I think we go this. Ha-ha! Ooh, it's got a lot of pressure in there. Ooh. God damn. Now, this has not been used before. That's why I'm playing with it. After we scoop the poop, I'm not going to be sticking my phalanges in there. Haha.
I think you said you knew Acid personally.
Me? No, I don't know Acid personally. At least I don't think I did. Or do. One of the two. Duchess, you have an entire bowl of food over here. No, that is an Amazon special. Don't think we buy anything off of Temu.
We have once.
We bought something once. Alright. Now, let's go over here. We are going to slowly take this little one off. Be very careful about it because it might be pre-molt. Alright, so the next tarantula is a Theraphosopopsis, which is another New World species. Means it comes from the Americas. It needs to have 75 to 77 degrees. It needs to have a very humid environment. And it needs to be given a good spot to molt. Let's see if we can get a good look at these webs. Because he's got a nice little mat forming right underneath where he's at right there. I'm hoping that within the next few days, this critter right here will flip over and produce a whole new color pattern, a whole new color scheme with brand new skin, so to speak. Technically, it's an exoskeleton, but you know what I mean. But I'm scared like we'll all lose touch. Well, I'm hoping that if I do become a police officer, which I'm doubting now because they took down the post on the police site. So I don't know if they're just got enough recipients or what. But yeah. If you are afraid of losing touch, you can find my Critter Keeper account on Facebook. I am on there. I'm also on TikTok for however long that's going to be. That is HS Critter Keeper. I don't know if there's a 91 after it.
For what?
My TikTok. But I am on there. We do have a Discord. Justin Hood, you do corrections. I work security right now. And I'm hoping to get into the police unit out here in St. Helens. So, you know, the tarantula is not racist. Wait. We have Discord. By the way, folks, if my YouTube for some reason doesn't work, we can go live on Facebook and on TikTok. So we have options. It's just I'm trying to build up my YouTube. So it looks like we've got some drying over here. We are going to remedy that this weekend. Hopefully we'll be out someplace that we can pick up some isopolyotes. Keep us informed when there is going to be a natural event that might turn disaster near you, like, for instance, the hurricanes. That freaks me out because there are a lot of places right now that are flooding. A lot. Well, hold on. I thought polygraphs could no longer be admissible in court because of the fact that they're not exactly as accurate as we were led on to be. That's what I was told anyway. Don't get shot on the block, Tupac. It's silly and sappy, and to be quite honest, you guys are definitely my people, though we might not always agree on everything. Definitely the best people I've found online so far. In my state as a part of a hiring I'll be honest. Listen, compared to the majority of people that I work with, I'm a Boy Scout. Okay? Not a literal Boy Scout, but like I took 1 year to do all that goofy shit, and then I pretty much grew the fuck up. The only thing I did not grow out of was smoking cigarettes, partaking in weed on occasion, and drinking. And I've knocked all of those out in the last 4 years. So I don't do those anymore. Beer signs. Are corrections sworn officers in Oregon? I would believe so. I'm not exactly sure, although the jail is literally right down the road from my house. I know that you are sworn in as a police officer and as a sheriff, so I imagine a corrections officer is sworn in too. Keep in mind that a lot of the politicians are sworn in as well, and we see how that turns out. All right. Am I a cop? No. I am your friendly neighborhood standard security guard.
Ow! Precious!
Hey, Perez family!
Ow!
Loki, Dark Lotus.
Dog just bit.
Username Can you put a spider on your face for spooky season? I think the first time I learned of this hobby was Tarantula Cat. That reminds me, you gotta look her up again. Tarantula Cat. Do 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 do. Tarantula Cat. Copy that. Corrections is a good introduction to law enforcement. I do not doubt it, actually. Here in Oregon, law enforcement, to be a police officer, you got to go through a lot of training, which is understandable considering, they hand you a gun. They give you just a little bit more leniency on doing shit, like, for instance, speeding, so long as you have your lights on. The authority aspect of it, a little bit daunting. Still a little hopeful that they'll get back to me. Got a lot of people at work saying that I'd make a good cop. That being said, I did think I just forgot the clamps when I didn't, so got to work on the whole memory bit.
Well, there is a corrections officer job posted 4 days ago.
How much did it pay?
I don't know.
That is kind of important. He's our papa. I thought about being a cop too, but I think they would toss me the moment I try to restrain them prisoners. That's why you got to learn a different.
$46,000 a month.
$46,000 a month. How much I get paid now?
After taxes, under $4,000. So it's a little more than you get paid now, but not much.
Oh, okay.
Plus additional.
Dark Lotus says, "Hola."
Hi.
She says hi and hi. We I think we do months of training out here, and we have an actual academy. So it'd be a lot of time away from home and very little time with you guys. Although technically we only do about an hour on this.
Say an hour.
Okay, like 2 hours. Shut up. All right, so this is Charlotte. She's in a little bit of a stress curl, which means we have
Ow! My foot is
done a little bit more to cause her to act in a manner that is rather defensive. They do this to kind of try to protect their head. They raise their knees up over what would be their head. It's technically their carapace. So, wise move. We are armed on duties outside the facility and trained in firearms and specialized training in the academy. Let's fry some bacon. That's right. That's really good. Actually, I am one of the people that thinks our law enforcement should include a training, little bit of a training academy for people who own firearms so that we can actually get people well versed in the use of their firearms at home and how to properly store them. We used to have classes for that back in the day in schools, but we took those out and replaced them with gun-free zones, and shit just got worse. But I think that if we were to actually treat firearms like they are supposed to be a staple in our society, we might be able to curb a lot of the shootings that we see, because that's what worked in the past. And this movement that we have going on in the future, this progress, has done nothing but cause duress and stress. Just an overall mess, in my opinion. We have a Citizens Academy, and that's good to hear you say. Cops in my city want to pit maneuver anybody anywhere at any speed. They need driving training. Yeah, no, that is a huge problem, and I call that out on videos, which probably does not help my cause of trying to become law enforcement. But police that are willing to pit maneuver people in highly populated areas, they might as well just roll down their window and start popping off rounds at the subjects in question, because it's just about as dangerous as knocking their vehicle into somebody's house. Shush! Wolf! Shh! Boys in school would have their hunting rifles in their truck in the school parking lot. Can't really get away with that anymore. Be able to stay. Have a good night. Say hi to Needles. Wait! Stay right fucking there. I will get Needles out right now. All you had to do was ask. All you had to do was ask. Whoa. All right. Lights. Camera.
Didn't say action yet.
There he is. Or she. That right there is Needles. Needles is an Asian forest scorpion. Tropical terrestrial scorpion. I know that seems to be a pattern of ours. But she is old world. And what gets me about old world species like hers, not all old world, some of the ones coming out of the Asias, is the fact that their venom tends to be very mild, whilst the venom of old world species tarantulas tends to be more spicy. Okay? However, a lot of the new world species scorpions tend to be a little bit more toxic, while a lot of the new world species tarantulas tend to be more mild in their toxicity. So it's almost like role reversal coming out of Asia and the Americas. Is that Mr. Krabs? Huh? Do you see Mr. Krabs in this room right now?
He was talking about the scorpion.
Oh, no. This is not Mr. Krabs. This is Needles. Alright. Have a great night, monkey. I was so confused, Justin. I was so confused. Your wife knows. You're terrible. Now, we are going to have to go and miss this cage just a little bit. Bye, monkey. Tends to be more spicy. Just so long as you don't say I said that about fucking salt, we'll be fine. Now, Thai cooking, Thai chili oil will freaking melt the paint off your walls. Alright, Thai chili oil will cook your insides. And maybe some of your outsides. Taylor Swift. Hey, yeah! Yeah, I remember Taylor Swift. We kind of gave her a little bit of shit last time she was in here. I hope you're doing well, though. Even if you're not the actual Taylor Swift, everybody deserves to take a breath. Be happy, be healthy. Okay, what time is it? We have... I think we've gotten through all of the tarantulas that we bring down for show and tell. I finished a show 4 hours ago, and I'm staying in a hotel still. That's good for you. Honestly, if I were you, I would have just gotten a Bounder RV. Have you seen the insides of those RVs? It's basically a mobile home now, but it is decked out for luxury. Let me tell you, when I saw the pictures in that magazine of a Bounder RV, I thought to myself, now that right there is quality homeless living. I don't speak because I saved my voice, so I talk here. By all means, Eminem shows up too. It's quite interesting. Although he's very, very not talkative. The guy that portrays himself as Eminem. That's why I'm very curious to see how that plays out. Poetry, if we can find my old poetry book, I guess. My new poetry book is left at the office accidentally. Do we know where the old one went off to? Is this even here somewhere? It is. Hey, you want to pick a fight? You want to fight? Huh? Huh? I'll fight you all. I'll fight you all. Ah! All right. All right. All right. Okay. So this is one that my coworkers thought was great. No, it's fine. I won't be paying attention because I will be working. But by all means, tag me in something. I will watch it. So I haven't rehearsed this much. You're gonna have to bear with me. I hope you smoke dope. Hey, go play in the other room. Get out of here. I'm trying to freaking recite something. Go. All right. I hope you smoke dope because the scope of stupid that gropes hope like the Pope when he and some kids elope has my head hurting. The way you're flirting with death is disconcerting while we're asserting ways to be averting problems you're inserting with words we're blurting. We say go slow. You throw signs that show the limit out the window as you blow through areas you know are where people go. The signs one can find are by design made for safety in mind. Yet we have to remind you're behind to toe lines to find is fine. You're acting malign while you're full grown. Wait, what the hell? I'm gonna restart that because I had a stroke because apparently my ass decided to put while down where it wasn't supposed to go. This is why doing stuff and rehearsing it comes in handy. Taylor Swift knows. I hope you smoke dope because the scope of stupid that gropes hope like the Pope when he and some kids elope has my head hurting. The way you're flirting with death is disconcerting while we're asserting ways to be averting problems you're inserting with words we're blurting. We say go slow. You throw signs that show the limit out the window as you blow through areas you know are where people go. The signs one can find are by design made with safety in mind. Yet we have to remind you're behind to toe lines to find is fine while you're acting malign. You're full grown, yet bitch and moan that we should leave you alone with a tone that should get you prone on its own. Yet we're paid to say we understand your dismay. Yet at the end of the day, you better pray what you convey doesn't stray into harassment. You can vent words meant to express discontent, but become malevolent and will be far from benevolent. Ha! They're not impressed. Each and every last one of them stopped playing. Awesome. That is just great. Oh, yes, I think maybe this was the one you tried to show us earlier. No, this book right here is from almost last year, technically. I still have some areas that I could write, but what gets me is the metal here just got completely bent out of shape. So I've got months of shit here.
That one sounds like one you did not that long ago.
Well, maybe it wasn't that long ago. Let's see here. I got a lot of political shit in here. Just a lot of political shit. I get the sense that patience holds no relevance to those whose essence is that of malevolence. Out to a...
Surprised you didn't write any based on Johan.
Oh, I did. There's plenty in the other one. Out to upend foe or friend, they find offends as they contend with a commute that they intend to spend racing around the bend. Hating waiting, they start tailgating while instigating notions agitating those unwillingly participating with a finger they're gyrating. Like, excuse me, sir, but your absurd slurs don't deter my objectives, as it were, to remain mature. I just wave as you rant and rave, rage and cave to acting depraved. Oh, look, I just saved you from a ticket a cop would crave to have gave. Just stuff like that. All sorts of stuff. Bye, Loki. I have these all over the house, and that is what I do in between walking and looking at people. And what's beautiful about it is, people generally assume security is going to be playing on their phone. However, when a security guard has a pad and pen out whilst somewhat aimed toward the crowd of people that's dumping their garbage, let me tell you, they just assume that you are writing down their information for something that they're doing. I'm not. But since I started doing this, the activity that shouldn't be happening has dropped when I'm in its presence. It's dumb, but it works. So rather than dicking around on my phone or reading a book, or as one security guard used to do, knitting while I'm on my shift, I will sit there with a pad and pen and look woefully relevant. As a matter of fact, it got so bad, I was trying to write down some poetry that came to mind while in the break room, and people hushed down in the break room. And I had to sit back, look up, and they were all staring at me, and I'm just like, first of all, I swear to God I'm just reciting poetry. That's why I'm talking to myself. Second of all, none of this has anything to do with any of you. You're fine. Just chill out. I've got issues, man. Keaton Hardy. Name sounds familiar, but I think it's been a minute. So, what time is it? Why did I take my watch off?
Does it need charge?
Oh, it does, but... Alright, it is 12:10. Who wants to see Mochi?
It's 12:10.
No, I'm dyslexic. It's 9:10 and it's military time on there.
Still wouldn't be a 12.
Well, it says 21:10. Dyslexic. I read the numbers wrong.
I always do that.
Jesus. Like, they assume that I'm trying to write them up for something. No, but I did do a little bit of a disgruntled poem about certain individuals at work who stepped on my ability to do my job. That's in the poetry book. That's a pretty darn decent poem, too. The only reason why I don't recite it in front of you guys is because YouTube saves... Get your damn ass out of that goddamn garbage! You have a full bowl of food.
And that was our second bowl of the day.
All right. It's 12:10 for me. I would be crying. Okay, I would be straight up crying. By the way, thank you, Dark. I do standard security for a garbage dump. I do patrol. I do patrol security. But I do patrol security to an extent where I wind up walking roughly 10 miles a day rather than the 5 that they would have me do. Come here, baby. Who's my ball python? Look at this right here.
Oliver's like, what's that?
Look at that. So this right here's...
Oliver's looking up like, what?
They don't arm me, but the crime rates in the garbage dump aren't that high. I better take this off my neck. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's take the snake off the neck first. There we go. The crime rate in Portland is not that great. I mean, technically, I guess you'd say the crime rate is great.
High.
Crime rate is high. But the area that we're in is more or less out in an industrial district, which means the level to which there is crime is pretty low. We don't really come across anybody that is looking for trouble. The last time we came across somebody, however, it was a transient individual who was coming up over inbound scale A, and I stopped him on the other other side of the scale. He was going toward the traffic shack, toward one of the attendants, and I walked up to the guy, and I was like, "Sir, how may I help you?" And he just pulled his drawers down. He exposed himself to everybody. And I was just like, okay, well, pull him up. And he pulled his pants up. And I'm just like, okay, well, now get out of here. Go. And he took off running like I'm going to chase him. But I guarantee you one thing, I'm not going to chase him hard enough to catch him on his way out. First of all, if it's not an arrestable offense, which technically simply exposing yourself in Portland is not an arrestable offense. It has to be an offense of a strictly sexual nature for the police to get involved.
Is Wolf eating her food?
No, she is.
Okay, because he was eating something.
Yeah, I called 911, and then they I think it's called referred me to the Portland Street Response, who then asked me if the individual was off-site, and I said, yeah. And they said, okay, well, it's case closed because that's as far as we can take it. And I'm just like, the dude whipped out his willy and his dusty white ass to the people that were behind him on the scale. And all we can do about it is hopefully never see him again. I should have chased him a little bit harder to get the message across, because our law enforcement's not going to be able to do anything about it. By the way, while I have at least 13 viewers here, yeah, Acid, it's okay though. I suppose it's the least traumatic thing that can happen at a garbage dump. We have had incidences that have wound up on the news. People dropping off unexploded ordnance over at the Haz Waste facility. That wound up on the news. I was there for that.
Oh, hun, she posted the Discord.
Oh. By the way, hold on. If you so happen to find unexploded, let's call it ordnance, whether it is old fireworks or what have you, old fireworks are in fact taken at hazardous waste facilities. However, things of a military nature need to be addressed by what I could only assume to be the bomb squad, because that's who showed up when somebody dropped some stuff off that they weren't supposed to. I have booked people for doing that, LOL. Well, I'm sorry for procrastinating. Oh, you're in big trouble. You're gonna get locked up now. The acid reflux cruise got some infighting. No, yeah, that does happen in LA a lot. The notion "keep Portland weird" is something that they adhere to strongly. There is a unique odor in the air when they have the naked bike ride. You will know when it starts. You're going to be like, huh, smells like the Bay Area, low tide. Yeah. Woo! Sweaty ball sacks galore. Why they host that in summer is beyond me. All right, we've got to go and wash this guy down, and we've got to go put him away, and then we've got to go deal with the roaches, and we got to go to bed. Told me that there's always a homeless person taking a number 2 in the grass at work, and he has to handle it the same way. Yeah, Sir, first of all, that's not where you're supposed to apply pressure to render your opponent unconscious. That happens to be my vocal cord. That's not very nice. He's giving it his all. He's just like, I'm taking this guy with me. This is going down. Naked bike ride? Yeah, no, it happens. Look at him. He's just like...
cancel it this past year, though?
Yeah, they did. Oh my god, you are so fucking... Ha ha ha. He's trying to kill me with everything he's got. It's a little entertaining. Alright, here's what I think I'm going to do. Trying to swallow my my barely there Adam's apple. That's the first thing. The second thing we're gonna do is let him do this, because we're actually trying to get him to digest the rat that he ate before. And this,
like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, because that his lamp was turned off.
Yeah.
So he might actually be using my body to kind of work that rat through a little bit, and my body heat to get that done with. So what we're going to do is we are going to find a way. He's kind of backing off a little bit. We are going to find a way to deal with the roaches. Actually, I could just fucking close this cage and put the spiders up there. Ow! Alright. Yeah, he gave it his all, folks. Now I'm just really thirsty. There we go. Yeah, he was really going after that. He's like, I'm gonna strangle y'all. Just wait for it to take effect. It'll happen soon. While you're at it, hold your breath just in case I can't do this perfectly. Okay? One way or another. Now, little guy did that. If I had little guy around my neck and he started to do the whole hokey chokey, I would probably risk dying because he is a big snake. The same goes for Belle, because Belle is a big girl. However, Mochi is just a baby.
Just call him Mochi.
I said Mochi's just a baby. So he can sit there and he can give it his all, and he can technically wring my neck. Okay, the thought of a naked bike ride is traumatizing. Makes me think twice before owning secondhand bike.
Sanitize the seat.
ASAP. No, this isn't an albino snake. This is technically a leucistic ball python. He has blue eyes and a white body. An albino snake has red eyes and a white body. However, he does share something else with albinos. Snakes with albinism technically have a problem with their eyesight. They tend to be somewhat impaired. The same thing goes for these guys right here. When he goes and gets himself a rat, which he's trying to work through his system right now, he has a hard time finding the face.
That camera on the bedroom is creepy.
Why?
A lot of people get tattooed and nothing's in there.
That's weird. Oh no, it's facing the fucking... Oh, that's creepier than shit. Okay, so we have a camera set up in the bedroom. I know, that is a big red flag, okay, but we do it to keep a track of the dogs that keep getting into the cat food. We have the camera set up for motion sensing. It's facing our closet, and it's picking up motion, human motion, in the person detected in the closet. The snake is Caucasian. It's actually just certain types of breeding. If you look into it, ball pythons have a bunch of different morphs that people have managed to acquire through years of breeding and crossbreeding with other snakes. And you crossbreed certain species, and you'll get this guy right here. Fuck that. If you're naked on a bike, they will run you over and destroy your bike and throw you in mental hospital. You guys get mental hospitals? We just kick our fucking mental people out onto the street and let them ride naked on bicycles. I'm pretty sure that's what we do to the people that we find in our little town, is we just kick them over to Portland. You guys have mental hospitals. Fucking jealous. I have to deal with transient individuals who are speaking in tongues. Literally speaking in tongues. That get ignored by the masses. And you guys get to lock them up in a facility. I am so mad.
Oliver, you did not need out.
Jesus Christ.
Before you get really started, I want to go through real quick.
Alright. There are a lot of flies, and we've got to go somewhere to pick up some isopods. Con, I'm just going to give you fair warning. If you keep that up, the other moderators are going to ban you for political banter. However, oh, that is so refreshing to have somebody in the comments say that. However, there are other people in the... He said most mental people end up in the Democratic Party in the USA.
Where?
Con just said that right here. Did you switch it to all?
Oh, it switched back.
Oh.
Okay, now there it is.
However, I will say this. There are mentally unstable individuals on both sides of the party aisle. I am not going to play favorites because that's just dumb. All right. At this point in time, we all should come to the same consensus that no matter who's in office, shit's about to get real tight.
About to?
We have World War III on the horizon. Israel invaded a fucking country. I'm not even joking, guys. Israel is working on invading a country. I think Iran rained down a bunch of missiles on Israel, and for some fucked off reason, the Iron Dome, which was pretty much supplied if I'm not mistaken, originally by the United States, is not working effectively at knocking out a lot of the rockets. Yeah. Joshua, this is a leucistic ball python. A beautiful white snake with blue eyes. He needs to work out some food issues. So I have him on my neck while I'm taking care of the roaches. Didn't see the head. Damn it, this is what happens when they're all the same color. IT of Iron Dome and idiot. Well, he's got a bunch. Yes, Mochi is my legal white snake. My illegal white snake. No, never mind. Cannot finish that joke. What?
Behind you on the floor.
Shit!
It was when you wiped it, attached itself to the. Duchess was like, I'll eat it.
Move. Move!
I'm putting extra garbage.
I just cleaned that out too. And I forgot to put new aeration holes in the top of that. I definitely need to work on that when I get the chance. I thought that moving them to a larger cage might reduce the amount of condensation. But it turns out when you move thousands of roaches over to the new cage, the condensation just travels with the breathing little bastards. About 3. Oh, LOL. Good night, Justin. Join the Discord. Remember, folks, to subscribe. Tomorrow we will be working on abs, which means I've got to vacuum the floor, which means I got to sweep the floor because I can no longer use the extension, the hose extension, because the vacuum technically broke. Good times. Love being poor. However, I did manage to nab myself pretty much all of the animals that I wanted to own before I got to this point in my financial career. So yay! The next thing we're going to focus on is building an isopod colony for cage cleaning. Because they will literally eat the mold and whatnot in the cage to keep it clean. Now, I've got to take this little one off of my neck, wash it off in the kitchen, and then put him back in his cage for the night, giving him more attention than he's gotten in a while, and he's gotten to use my body heat to help digest. I think Taylor Swift left us. Bye. Have a good rest of your night. Technically, that could be... Is that called a double entendre? A good rest of your night could be the prolong... You know, the rest of it, or the rest of it. Come on, give me that. All right. Good night, Keaton. Thank you for joining us. I do appreciate it. All right. I've got to go and wipe this guy down. I haven't taken a shower since I got back from work, so it is wildly important that I wipe him down before putting him back in his cage so that I don't transfer anything onto him. He's not happy. Mochi, he really wants to stay around my neck. But we gotta get to bed. Mochi. Mochi baby. Night night time, child.
Another person detected 1 minute ago.
That is so fucking creepy. Don't you touch that sink. Did somebody just poo in the hallway? Alright. Say goodnight, Mochi. You beautiful baby boy. Yeah. Let's go get you in your cage, child. You are such a beautiful snake. We got him for a steal, not literally, mind you. We actually knew somebody that was breeding ball pythons, and normally the snake, the leucistic ball python, could go for thousands. But we helped this person with her breeder rats that were having a hard time in the summer. We went and brought over a window unit to put in the rat hut, and as thanks, she gave us like half off a snake, and that's how we got Mochi. And he is just such a good boy. Honest to goodness. Okay, so that goes there. Is this it? No, that's not it. Where is it? I think that is it. All right. Okay. So we're charging my phone.
Your watch.
I mean, yeah, my watch for tomorrow because it's a little low on juice and I can't trust my my Google Fit app. What happened?
I shot.
All right. Where's? Oh, you have the water.
Just a minute.
Let me wash my hands anyway. Always remember to wash your hands after handling animals. Snakes especially can make you sick.
You don't know where that snake has been.
All right. Have you used it?
Water yet?
Alright.
Was not on.
Okay, all of our animals are put away. We get to go into the spooky bedroom where our security camera that we have facing the closet is tonight picking up a human presence, which it hasn't done before, mind you.
It didn't last night at all. The only time it came up with a presence is a monkey was eating.
Have you seen what it's looking at? Is it looking at the alien hanging from the ceiling?
No, it's looking. Well, it was showing. The only person I saw was the one on the cat litter box.
Weird. Welcome in, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe. Hey, I'll just take a subscription. Our goal is, of course,
5 million subscribers.
Huh? I'm aiming for 1,000, but if we get 5 million, hey, I'm not gonna argue. Just like if that's really Taylor Swift, which I doubt it,
Great.
or really Eminem, hey, I'm not gonna argue with you guys. If you're the real deal, you're the real deal. Why you'd want to go and hang out on my live? Well, it probably has something to do with the same reason everybody that hangs out on my live hangs out on my live, but still. I don't understand it. You guys are just awesome. You guys make my day. I never thought that I would have, like, even 100 people that would like to come in and view even for a short while, but hey, I have a steady viewership and my own little...
Get your nose out of my butt.
In my own little, like,
Look
family
at that
group.
face. She just poked me in the butt with her nose.
Yeah, how's it feel? She,
Do you want me to even talk about getting poked last night?
Anyway, it has been great to have you guys here. I'm here for the ice cream socials. Anyway, it's great to have you guys here. We are going to go to bed. Be sure to subscribe. Stay safe. How does that usually go?
Better not see on the news.
No, leading up to that. Have a good night, stay safe, and remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news. I forgot my own closing statement. I am tired, folks.